It starts with a sound you barely notice, a faint squeak or a tiny clunk under your car. Most people ignore it, but that little sound, it could be the first sign of a $3,000 nightmare waiting to happen. You've seen it all. 3,600 suspension overhauls, 1,300 control arm failures, and countless tires shredded prematurely, all because drivers miss the small stuff. And the scary part? Most of these expensive repairs could have been avoided with just a few simple tricks. So today we're revealing 13 suspension secrets your mechanic won't tell you. The ones that'll save your wallet, your car, and maybe even your life on the road. Number 13. Rubber seals cracking. First, let's start with rubber bushings, boots, and seals. They may seem like small, unimportant parts, but they're the silent heroes of your suspension. They absorb shocks, reduce vibrations, and keep metal components like control arms, sway bars, and struts from grinding together. Over time, however, these rubber parts dry out, crack, or harden, especially in extreme heat, cold, or if you drive on rough roads regularly. A single cracked bushing suddenly pulls extra stress on the suspension system, leading to clunking noises, uneven tire wear, and eventually expensive repairs. Lower control arm bushings alone can cost $1,300 to replace if ignored. But the good news is that the prevention is simple and inexpensive. Using a rubber conditioner like AT205 once or twice a year keeps bushings, strut mounts, tie rod boots, and other rubber components supple. This simple step could extend suspension life by years and save thousands of dollars, all while keeping your car safer and smoother on the road. Number 12. Don't fear surface cracks. Mechanics often love to flag tiny cracks in your bushings and rubber suspension parts, warning you that replacements are urgently needed. But here's the truth. Not every crack signals disaster. Most surface cracks are simply a result of normal aging, weather exposure, or seasonal temperature changes. They rarely affect performance unless the rubber splits completely, becomes loose, or starts making clunking noises. The problem is, without this knowledge, many drivers get upsold on unnecessary repairs. A harmless $50 cosmetic crack can quickly become a $1,500 bill if you panic and replace it unnecessarily. Instead, the key is regular inspection and preventative care. Applying a rubber conditioner like AT205 once or twice a year keeps the bushing supple, slows cracking, and extends suspension life. Understanding the difference between cosmetic and serious cracks keeps your car safer, smoother, and your wallet intact. Number 11. Don't abuse rough roads. Your suspension hates rough roads, and they're definitely not designed for abuse. Coil springs, lower control arms, shocks, and struts are engineered for smooth pavement, not for boulder-strewn trails, deep potholes, or aggressive off-roading. Yet every year, thousands of drivers unknowingly slash the lifespan of their suspension by driving recklessly over rough terrain. Tests show that coil springs fail after just 1,248 cycles on rough roads, compared to over 19,000 cycles on flat pavement. Lower control arms can give out only after a few thousand rough road cycles, whereas they could last millions on smooth surfaces. Ignoring this difference could easily cost $3,500 or more in repairs every few years. But here, the fix is straightforward. Just drive smart. Treat rough roads like a challenge to navigate carefully, not a racetrack. Slow down, avoid potholes, and don't overload your vehicle. Smart, responsible driving is by far the easiest way to protect your suspension and save thousands in future repairs. Number 10. Get the junk out of your trunk. It's easy to forget how much weight your car carries every day, especially in the trunk. Every extra pound compresses your shocks, struts, springs, and bushings. Over time, this constant pressure reduces suspension travel, causes premature sag, and accelerates wear on components that are already working hard. Even 100 pounds of unnecessary cargo can shave years off your suspension's life and cost thousands in repairs. The solution is simple. Lighten your load. Keep only the essentials: a spare tire, an emergency kit, and maybe a small toolbox. Avoid hauling heavy items that aren't necessary for daily driving. The less weight your suspension has to support, the less stress on your springs, shocks, and bushings. Not only does this extend the life of your suspension, but it also protects your tires and improves fuel efficiency. Think of it as giving your car's rear end a much-needed break. Number 9. Wheel alignments. Skipping wheel alignments is one of the most common mistakes drivers make often because they fear being overcharged or scammed. But what seems like a minor cosmetic adjustment actually has a huge impact on your suspension and tires. Even a tiny misalignment of just 2 millimeters can put uneven pressure on ball joints, tie rods, control arms, and struts. Over time, these parts wear out faster, causing clunks, wandering steering, and premature tire replacement. And that's why we have to schedule wheel alignments regularly, every 6,000 to 8,000 miles or anytime you hit a pothole hard. Many shops even offer free alignment checks during oil changes or tire rotations. Regular alignment keeps your tires rolling straight, reduces stress on suspension components, and prevents dangerous steering issues. It's a low-cost maintenance step that saves hundreds or even thousands in repairs while keeping your car safer and more comfortable to drive. Number 8. Protect strut mounts. Strut mounts might be small, but they're absolutely vital to your suspension's health. They secure these struts in place, absorb vibrations, and help keep your ride smooth and controlled. When a strut mount fails, the strut itself bears extra stress and often fails soon after. A full strut replacement could easily cost $800 to $1,300 per axle, and that's just the start of the damage a failed mount can cause. The solution is actually simple, but often overlooked. Keep your strut mount supple by applying a rubber conditioner like AT205 once or twice a year. Avoid hitting potholes aggressively and never over-tighten the top nuts during maintenance. This is a common mistake that prematurely cracks mounts. Treat these small components like the unsung heroes they are. Protect your strut mounts and you'll extend the life of your suspension, save thousands in repairs, and maintain safe, stable handling on every drive. Number 7. Tighten suspension bolts. Suspension bolts might seem minor, but they're the backbone of your car suspension system. Over time, vibrations from the road, potholes, or off-road driving gradually loosen them. When bolts loosen, bushings and ball joints shift, alignment goes out of whack, tire wear becomes uneven, and in extreme cases, parts can separate entirely, leading to dangerous driving conditions. Here also, the fix is straightforward. Retorque your suspension bolts regularly, ideally every 5,000 to 8,000 miles, or whenever you rotate your tires. A small investment, often around $100 at a shop, can prevent thousands of dollars in repairs and, more importantly, keep you safe on the road. Think of bolts as the weakest link in a chain. If they fail, everything else suffers. By keeping them tight, you maintain proper suspension geometry, protect your tires, and avoid clunking noises or sudden failures. Tight bolts mean a stable, safe, and long-lasting suspension system. Number 6. Know your jack points. Many drivers don't realize that jacking up a car incorrectly can instantly damage your suspension. Placing a jack under control arms, struts, or other suspension components can bend, crack, or break parts in seconds. A single careless lift can ruin a strut, destroy a bushing, or even compromise your frame, leading to costly repairs. The solution is simple but critical. Always consult your owner's manual to locate the proper jack points. These points are engineered to handle the weight of your vehicle safely. Once lifted, use quality jack stands on solid points, not suspension parts, to support the car while you work. Even experienced mechanics make mistakes, but following proper technique ensures your suspension stays intact. A little caution here prevents thousands in repair bills, protects your bushings, shocks, and struts, and keeps you safe. Knowledge plus proper technique is your best defense against accidental suspension damage. Number 5. Protect your tires. Your tires aren't just rubber on the road. They're the first line of defense for your suspension. Every impact from bumps, potholes, or uneven surfaces is absorbed first by your tires before it reaches shocks, struts, and bushings. Underinflated tires increase these impact forces by up to 35%, rapidly accelerating wear on your suspension components. Using the wrong tire size or ignoring alignment issues compounds the problem, causing uneven tire wear and added strain on ball joints, control arms, and tie rods. Preventing this is simple. Check your tire pressure at least once a month and keep it at the manufacturer's recommended PSI. Rotate your tires every 8,000 miles and stick with proper tire sizes for your vehicle. Doing so protects not just your tires, but the entire suspension system. Healthy tires keep your shocks, struts, and bushings alive longer, saving you hundreds or even thousands in repairs. Your suspension's lifespan starts at your tires. Number 4. Rinse off salt in winter. Salt might help keep roads safe, but it's a silent assassin for your suspension. When salt mixes with moisture and oxygen, it triggers corrosion that eats through control arms, springs, bushings, and brake lines. And the worst part, it often works in hidden spots beneath your car, silently weakening components until a costly failure occurs. In northern states and coastal areas, mechanics report that up to 70% of suspension problems are linked to corrosion. To avoid that, rinse your undercarriage regularly. Weekly washes in winter or after trips near the ocean can flush out salt before it does serious damage. Drive-through underbody washes are convenient but add up over time. Investing in a home pressure washer and water broom lets you clean thoroughly and cheaply. A small weekly effort can now save thousands in premature suspension and brake repairs, keeping your car safe, solid, and corrosion-free. Number 3. Using quality parts. When it comes to suspension, not all parts are created equal. Cheap aftermarket components might save you $20 up front, but they wear out 30 to 50% faster than OEM parts and often don't fit perfectly. That poor fit can throw off your alignment, wear out tires unevenly, and put extra stress on control arms, ball joints, and struts. One failed $20 part can trigger a cascade of damage, turning a small repair into a $1,500 to $2,000 nightmare. So the smart approach is to always use OEM or high-quality parts. Replace suspension components on time, in pairs, and at the first sign of wear. Don't wait until your ride feels rough or noisy. Treat your suspension like an investment in safety and performance. Spending a little more now can save thousands later, preventing dangerous failures, and it keeps your car handling the way it should. Quality parts aren't just luxury, they're actually essential on a long-term basis. Number 2. Check power steering fluid. Most drivers think power steering fluid is just for making the wheel turn easily, but it does far more. It lubricates the internal components of your steering rack and power steering pump, ensuring smooth, effortless steering. When the fluid is low or dirty, the steering can jerk or stutter, and this rough motion puts extra stress on tie rods, ball joints, and steering knuckles, effectively causing premature wear on those parts. And the result? Clunking noises, loose steering, and expensive repairs that can easily top $2,000. The fix is simple and inexpensive. Check your fluid at least once a month, looking for clarity in color. It should be clear red or pink, not dark and burnt. Many manufacturers recommend a full fluid replacement every 50,000 miles or 3 years, but if you drive on dirt roads or in harsh conditions, do it sooner. A $20 investment today could save you thousands and keep your steering and suspension working like new. Number 1. Protect the compressor. If your car has air suspension, this is the most important secret of all. The compressor is the heart of your system, keeping airbags inflated and your ride smooth. A single leak in an airline or fitting forces the compressor to run constantly, wearing it out far faster than normal. Left unchecked, a failing compressor can cost $1,500 to $2,000 to replace, and it puts the entire suspension system at risk. So you have to regularly inspect your airlines for leaks, listen for excessive compressor activity, and replace any worn or cracked hoses immediately. Even a small leak can cause the compressor to cycle unnecessarily, shortening its lifespan dramatically. By protecting the compressor, you're not just saving money, you're preserving the performance and longevity of your entire air suspension system. This is the secret you cannot afford to ignore. And there you have it. 13 suspension secrets that could save you thousands and keep your car safe on the road. So which of these suspension secrets are you going to start using first? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to hear what keeps your car running smooth. If this video gave you real value, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Do it for your suspension, and do it for your wallet. Trust me, both will thank you. Thanks for watching, and remember, keep it smooth, keep it clean, and keep driving smart.